Hello everybody. So today we have the opportunity to travel to perhaps one of the most beautiful yet accessible national parks we have in Costa Rica. As you can see in my surroundings, we are already within the park, and from here we're going to approach the entrance, get our tickets. I will show you the access, how to get the tickets, and then some of the other facilities, and from there we're gonna move into the national park. So this park is known as Volcán Tenorio National Park. So located approximately 1 hour and 25 minutes on a super easy paved road from La Fortuna. So that means if you find yourself in Manuel Antonio or in Quepos or in Monteverde, perhaps this park is going to be too remotely located. But La Fortuna, it's a very beautiful place. This is where the volcano is also located. I would say the easiest point if you're traveling throughout Costa Rica to come to this place is if you are visiting La Fortuna as well. You basically drive this way. You can have a 4x4 cars or one of the smaller cars. That doesn't really matter. Like I said, the access is super convenient. You get to the entrance and then you will be able to visit this park. So this is the way to approach the park entrance. Basically, after you have checked in through this little security checkpoint, that is the parking lot where we park the car, and then you basically walk this way and then you continue here. Some sanitary measurements have to be accomplished here, washing hands for example in those places, and then you walk up to the entrance, and right here this is the admission center where you have to buy the tickets and then enter the park. So after you get the tickets, you basically walk through here. Notice that in this part of the year it's necessary to be wearing a mask, otherwise they don't let you in, at least here during the couple of checkpoints. Right after you cross the entrance, you have places where you can wash hands, you have facilities, restrooms, and then the last checkpoint to actually get into the... Here we are again after we have crossed the checkpoints. As I showed you before, there is the entrance through the gate, security, where they normally check that you guys do not have any food, or certain things are not allowed in this national parks. Not only in this park, but I mean countrywide. In national parks, certain things are not allowed. So once you cross and get the tickets, this is probably one of the stations that you will find not only as I said before, in this park, but countrywide, all the parks have actually implemented a series of signs where they have the sign of the park, the name of the park, and there's always an animal or the silhouette of an animal that normally represents specific creatures that live in this park. For example, here, this is the silhouette of a tapir, which is one of the animals that actually represents this park. All right, there you can see the name of the park, and then from here, which you can see in that direction, so you can show that direction. So we're gonna go and approach the park entrance, and we'll see trails to go to the teñideros, to go to the cataratas, to the waterfalls, to borbollones, and then eventually we're gonna get to the, I would say, the most beautiful side of the park, and then we are expecting here to walk anything between 15 minutes to probably hour, 15 minutes. It depends how quickly you go, it depends how many animals there are on the way to get there, but approximately that is the distance to get there, and of course that amount of minutes again to return to the main park entrance. Okay, let's continue. This is the way the trails look like. At least approximately 50% of the trails are pretty flat, accessible, what you can also consider as a universal trail. I would consider this the second segment of the trails and how the trails look like. So we don't have the concrete, flat, easy access no more yet. It's pretty dry, stable, has gravel, and it's still pretty flat. We also have the main attraction of this national park, which is a blue river. There's an interesting light effect that happens where two rivers actually cross each other, and then the water turns about this color, in fact, but it's I would say lighter blue, more like turquoise, and this is a very unique phenomena in Costa Rica that you can see exclusively if you're lucky with the weather in this national park. Okay, let's continue. So that's the way we came from. This is up here, I would call it I would say this is the third part of the trail settings, where you can see there's gravel too, but it can be muddy. Stones all over the place. Probably the most difficult part of the trail. Wearing closed shoes is actually not a bad idea. And then this is an arch that leads to one of the first exciting points of the park. Probably there's like 200 stairs to go down, and then you're gonna be walking all the way down till you get to the bottom of the hill. So, which implies that if you have walking problems, if you have an injury, probably this hike is not as convenient unless you have enough time so you can just come here and take it easy. A little break here. This is really like a bonus of the video. As we're hiking out of the park here, you can see there is like a whole troop of white-nosed coati. This is a mammal that actually lives up on the trees. So we have it up here. These are females. So females tend to actually live in packs, probably 15, 25 individuals. And the males are every now and then, regularly, invited to basically mate with the females. All right. You can see over there on that tree there are two of them. So we are here at the end of the video I wanted to make. As you can see, I already showed you some of the hot spots in this park. Yet I did not explain much about it because this is not about giving you a tour through the jungle or about the national park. For you to find that out and get to see and learn about all the details, you really have to come here by yourself. This video, it's about the access, getting the tickets, driving this way, location, access in terms of how you can walk here, what kind of shoes, and so on. And then this is pretty much what I have for you today. Thank you so much and have a lovely time.